Hello, I'm Nura Petrov. Welcome to this exhibition of my work. I'd like to travel through the exhibition with you. I'll point out some of the themes, motifs, and qualities that I interact with. In all my work, I set up a circumstance where visual surprises can unfold and concepts can emerge. Let's begin here, in the side room. This group demonstrates how enclosures can act as a foil for dynamic activity. Small circles are resisting containment. The trapezoidal shapes behave in a way similar to funnels, accelerating the speed of escaping yellow and blue polka dots. Tactile effects offered by spray paint enhance the illusion of motion. Smears suggest speed, and misty effects suggest that the dots are appearing or disappearing from our presence. In this next group of clustered lines, instead of escaping, the lines are colluding and aggregating, creating motion through jagged configurations. Tight clusters open so that a single line can float in space, almost vanishing. Now, off in a blue sector of their own, the lines have gone beyond the confines of their basic foundation, a stable purple square. This nearby group of paintings, which I call misty blue polygons, shows how these qualities combine and work together. Two abstract still lifes. These are a visual version of a practice often used in classical music. A theme or pattern is announced and variations are played on it. These two paintings are part of a series in which I inquire into the possibilities suggested by an unusual Cézanne still life at the Barnes Foundation in Philadelphia. His best-known still lifes are of fruit, brightly colored peaches and apples, solid and weighty, held together by crimson and blue border outlines. But in this Cézanne, vast numbers of green and yellow leaves emerge from two small terracotta pots. In my painting, I've allowed the massive foliage of twisted stems and leaves in many green hues to fill and dominate the painting, grouping themselves in many configurations, eventually becoming a painting quite far removed from the Cézanne which inspired them. Another precedent for this approach to still lifes can be seen in 17th century Flemish paintings, whose floral abundance, rather than foliage, dominates the picture space. Another group of paintings shows how form and gesture interrelate to each other. These are very agitated paintings. They're composed of both plant and animal forms. They tangle and untangle. Forms travel and return to join others. Sometimes they swing free, only to return to points of previous contacts. The dominant curvilinear composition recalls the Baroque painting and sculpture of the Renaissance. Some of the paintings are primarily blue and green, others burst with hot tropical colors. This wall of paintings, at first glance, seem to be quite different from each other. The underlying structure of each is exactly the same. There is an illusion of varied shapes and their placement, which is caused by the changing colors. The shapes haven't changed. It's fascinating to see them together and how in a row like this, so that you can follow the surprising changes brought on by shifts of color. This is a way of studying the interaction of color that I later continue in Baroque paintings of 2020 and 21. Weather is another topic, another concept that I think is interesting to explore. In this painting, the fractured geometry considers the brittle lines and sharp colors of a winter landscape. Angles formed by twigs and branches are part of this study. The harsh bursts of light when the leaves are gone from the trees, convey qualities found in the winter landscapes where I live in Pennsylvania. Before leaving this gallery, let's have a brief look at two paintings, each of which is part of ongoing and future projects. The muted soft colors of this painting, predominantly blue and green, suggest night, dreaming, and mystery. The composition also suggests the way memories unfold and reveal themselves gradually. More of these can be seen on my website.